What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at F-Line Garage, where I'm working on my C4, my very first car. I sorted out everything. If you watch these videos here, you'll see that I did everything from poly bushings to U-joints to A-arms, everything, right? New steering rack. One thing I did was I did the brake booster and the master cylinder, but then I took out the brake booster because it didn't fit. I had brake issues, so I put the original back in, but I still, really scary, lost my brakes. So with that, I'm going to try to retrofit the new brake booster with the new brake master cylinder, but in the meantime I'm also going to do all the vacuum lines. So let's start with the vacuum lines, then tackle the master cylinder, which has already been done, but we got to put it back onto the new brake booster. So hopefully that'll sort out all the other issues that I'm having with this car, mainly just stopping, which is kind of important. So how hard can it be? Let's get going. Cross my fingers that this thing starts. It's been a while, but I'm moving it over to the air conditioning side because it's hot here in Florida. Completely dead. Kind of what I was afraid of. So we're gonna have to jump this thing, and can't really get the car in here, so guess I'm pushing it. Might take a little bit more than this, but let's see. It's gonna need a little bit more. Alright, so we're looking at a lot of these vacuum lines here that I would like to replace. What I got was this right here. So I got from O'Reilly's. I only got 6 feet, 5 seconds, and I'm just going to start replacing one line at a time. And hopefully you can just tell by some of these that they're just dry rotted. So with that, won't hurt to replace, and maybe we'll fix some of the braking problems. Maybe only happens under low boost pressure. I'm not quite sure, but it can't hurt. So let's get started. Well, that didn't last long. My 6 feet, I now have 2 feet left on one hose. So definitely gonna need more, but it definitely fits. All right, so all the vacuum lines have been replaced except one, the one that I believe this is going to be our cruise control. You can see there's a nipple right there, and it goes to the brake booster. So it's gonna be a lot, it's right down here. It's gonna be a lot easier when I take this off anyway, and it's kind of like melted on. So we're going to take this off, which then will open up the area for me to get to the vacuum nipple down there to be able to connect the new line. But we're going to replace this anyway, so we might as well just do it all at the same time. I'm not going to work on getting this off. So everything's been replaced up to this right here, and that'll happen when we do this. So let's keep going. The brake booster's finally out. This is what was on the car. This is what I originally installed and found that the brakes were dragging and I was creating all sorts of smoke. I put this back in and the brakes kept failing on me. So we did the brake master cylinder, now we do the brake booster. The one thing that we need to do here is, if you see this nub, if we get it flush, it sticks in. This one, you can catch your hand on it. So we need to adjust this by this nub, this bolt, to take this in so that it stops applying pressure to the master cylinder. So let's adjust this to try to match the same distance from here. We should be good. So as you saw, that was not the easiest when you have to convolute yourself and get yourself underneath the wheel well there in the foot panel. It definitely helps with two people, one to support the booster on the engine side and one to be down here to thread on the nuts. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward process. It's just hard to get the stuff. The vacuum line that I was telling you guys about for, I believe, what would be the cruise control, went through the firewall and goes to a sensor on the brake pedal. I think that's to knock off the cruise control when it's running, I think. But right now I put it on neutral and it rolls, so I know the brakes are not applied. I can brake when it's rolling and it stops. Next is a road test, and that's easy, self-explanatory. So I hope you guys found this helpful, super easy, just takes a little bit of time. But please like, subscribe, and let's continue growing this channel. So until next time, let's go drive.